everybody, FrozenXPlayed here, and today I'm back on Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and today I'm showing you some tips that will allow you to do better in Call of Duty in general. Now, I've been getting some pretty good gameplays lately, like 40 plus kills in TDM usually, a couple wraiths each game, and I figured I'll let you guys in on some tips for how I've been doing this, so that way you can improve your KD and score per minute too. So, let's get right on into the first thing about this, and this is the class setup, and this is a very important part of this. This class setup will allow you to absolutely terminate people, and you see a lot of class setup videos out there, but this one is absolutely the best for any kind of team deathmatch kill confirmed game mode. It's amazing. So let's get right on into it. Alright guys, here we are with the class setup, and today we are here with the godlike KN-44. That is right. Ever since this gun got that medium range buff, it's just been melting people. So we're going to go over what's in it. So first off, obviously we have the KN-44, and I like to run 4 attachments on it. I like quick draw, fast mags, rapid fire, and the suppressor, and I'll explain all of these individually. Quick draw will just let you aim down sights faster, and it'll make up for the lack of fast hands because I like to run scavenger on this class. Fast mags will help you reload faster so you can take out more people. Rapid fire is great on the KN because it'll increase that monstrous 3-shot kill range time to kill by even more, just making it an absolute melt machine up close. And lastly is the suppressor, because not only do you get to stay off the radar, but the suppressor barely has any effect on the KN at all, giving you only like a 15% range reduction, so it's really good on the KN-44 personally, and it'll allow you to be very stealthy. Now, since we run 4 attachments, we can only run 3 perks. One is Afterburner, because you always want to be constantly moving around, jumping, sliding, just outmaneuvering your enemy. 2 is Scavenger. Now, this is definitely for people who go on higher streaks, because with fast mags, you're going to run out of ammo pretty fast. If you find yourself dying a lot, then you can put on fast hands instead. Definitely the second best choice. Once you start getting on those higher streaks, you're definitely going to want Scavenger, so you don't have to pick up someone else's weapon. And lastly is Blast Suppressor, which is just kind of a crutch perk for TDM. So basically what we've made here is an extreme rushing class that will allow you to flank your enemy effectively and melt people at close and medium range with the KN-44. It struggles at long range and at extremely close range against SMGs and shotguns, so we have some other things to remedy that. Now going on to the specialist and score streaks, I love the Ripper personally. The Ripper just kind of makes up for when you're up against a shotgun person or you're in a small room with lots of people, you're not going to be able to kill them with just the KN. It's great to just slash people up the Ripper really fast, and it recharges super fast, so you almost always have it if you're getting a lot of kills. Next up for the streaks, these are kind of variable. Always have a UAV, no matter what level you are. The UAV will just help kick off your starting streaks, that way you can help find people and kill them. Next up, what I like to run are the Cerberus and the Wraith. The Cerberus and Wraith combination just really devastate people. If you're a lot better, then you can do Wraith and Raps, or if you're not quite as good, you could run something like Counter UAV and Cerberus, but you're definitely going to want some kind of lethal streak in there to help up your kills. Now we're going to get into the tips for your gameplay. So first up is to go into situations you know you can handle. For example, right there, I knew there would be some people coming from there because that's where they spawn. And I also had my Ripper charged, so I knew I would be able to take them out because it was such a small enclosed space. You want to be ready for the situations and think ahead of where your enemies are going to be. Next, we're going to talk about map control. I already touched upon learning the spawns. You definitely want to know where your enemies are spawning at all times, so you can predict their movements, and the UAV helps with this. But other than that, always stick to the outsides of the map. Use flank routes, cut off flank routes, and just kind of take control of a certain area of the map. Don't exactly camp, but play a little bit conservatively and gung-ho at the same time. Let me explain this. You're going to want to stick to one part of the map, like maybe a quarter of the entire map. Like on Combine, you could see there before I died. I was kind of sticking to that one room and the areas around it. You're going to want to do that. Patrol a certain area that cuts off a popular flank route or one of the spawns, and you'll be able to kill a lot of enemies. Now, the very last tip I have today for you guys is to pay attention. Now, this is a huge one. It may sound extremely simple, but not enough people do it. Even without awareness, you can still hear footsteps. So if you have a good headset, be on the lookout. Look for those death skulls that show up when your teammates die. If one of those pops up, then chances are there's an enemy within 10 feet of where your teammate died. So many people don't pay attention to subtle signs like these. Some even more subtler ones. At the beginning of a match, when, say, a window is broken, that means an enemy pushed through there, and chances are went through that window. You can use information like this to predict where your enemies are, and therefore slaughter them mercilessly. Well guys, that's going to be it for this little guide. If you enjoyed them, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more epic content like this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.